Hi Sagittarius. I said I would come into you once every day or most days during August because it is a really heavy month, but it's preparing us for September, which is going to be our month. So really feel confident that September is going to bring you some very good movement. Let's move that now. And we've got our crystal here, we've got our angels, and we've got our cards for today. And it's really weird, some of the same cards came up from yesterday. Yesterday, as you know, was the full moon, the 1st of August. Now it's the 2nd of August. I did an astrological reading earlier today, early hours of this morning. So if you want to listen to that, it's going to tell you a lot about what's happening in the skies. So I won't repeat all that now. But what's very important is that we've got 2 full moons in August. And when that happens, we call it a blue moon. And that saying, once in a blue moon, has come from that, because the realizations, the things that happen, only happen once in a blue moon, like every now and again. So this is going to be a month of great revelation, a month of setting things out, of getting things ready for the next stage of your life, because we've had a new world come forwards since the south and northern nodes move signs. And again, if you want to listen to one of those readings, go back to listen to how the moves into Aries and Libra will have affected Sagittarians a lot, because Aries, of course, is your another fellow fire sign. But yesterday will have been a horrendous day, and I did your reading not knowing how bad it was going to turn out. And I felt really heavy. I felt massive storm warnings, massive pressure on my psychological state regarding who I was responsible for, how my life had gone, how I'd made decisions that have affected the rest of my life. And I think a lot of us will have felt this with this full moon last night. And now we're coming into the second night of that. You can see the sky darkening, and it's equally pressurizing, believe me. In fact, the last 2 weeks of July, since we went into Leo season, that energy from that new moon is still with us. But the last 2 weeks of July were very, very emotional for a lot of us, and we will have felt a lot of emotional stuff going on, and being very aware of the people that we are responsible for. And Sagis, you are really the King of Pentacles. Most of you, as I said yesterday, are the grown-up in the relationship. And yesterday, those storm warnings were like, oh, why do I have to be the grown-up? I want to be the Page of Pentacles. I don't want to be there. The good thing is you're taking on more of the Queen of Swords, no nonsense approach, and you are on an incredible journey with this moon. It's taking you through a process of realization about what path you should be on. Are you on the right path emotionally? Are you on the right path for love? Are you spending too much time thinking about a past lover? Because Venus retrograde is going to make people come back into your life that maybe you shouldn't take back. But, or maybe you have thoughts of these people, but maybe you know the detrimental effect that person has had on your life. And maybe now, with this full moon and the second one at the end of August, you will go, that's it, it's over. I'm not thinking of that person anymore. Of course, we are affected by the sun incredibly much so. And I've got a Leo placement, so in my chart, and so I'm doubly affected by the sun. We have the moon is ruled by Cancer, so we're getting a lot of Cancerian thoughts, watery thoughts through to us at the moment, wishy-washy thoughts that we're wondering whether we did the right thing or not. And this is all part of the process, especially when it comes to love. But I have said in September, I do believe a new love is coming in for Sagittarius, one greater than they've ever had before. And by the time we get to the new year, I do think this person will be known to you, even if it's not a fully fledged love affair. I hope it is, because you all deserve some fun. This is us at the moment, Saggies, the dear resting. This is what you have to do through these first 2 weeks of August, particularly rest. This moon will make you very tired. And of course, there's a very strong Jupiterian energy, and Jupiter is in Taurus for us. It's in our 6th house, and it's dealing with our work every day and with our health. And so it's saying, look for the inner peace, bring inner peace into your life, try, create that process. And if you do, the second part of August will be much livelier. You'll be running through the fields, and you'll be like that deer running through. And it's incredible how I got the deer card. And again, and we've got the mountains there. You know, you're climbing that mountain, you're getting to the pinnacle. We've had such a hard 10 years that it's now overburdened us. And we are starting to feel a transformation is taking place. We definitely will have a transformation in our lives. It's so often comes after the storm. And of course, I think we've had 10 years of storms. But I think last night was the culmination. And we're going to get to the Lion Gate in the middle of this month with the new moon. And we're going to go through that portal, not feeling like the victim anymore. We'll be much more aware of our value. So, Saggies, what is going on with us? Jupiter is expanding all that's good for us. So don't be afraid, because the Chariot is really in control of our future. And if you've listened to my astrological reading from today, I don't know which one will come up quickest, because it's really funny with YouTube. It depends on how long they are as to what comes up first. But the astrological reading is saying that we have to let things happen to us. And this is what I said to you yesterday. Be patient. Let the Chariot bring what you need. Let the Chariot support you. Just because I always forget to say this, if you like what I'm saying, if it resonates with you, please like, share and support my channel to help it grow. I'd be very grateful for that. So we are getting some sort of alignment that's happening. We're gonna, in the second half of August, get a much greater sense of optimism. We're still worrying about the uncertain. This moon's bringing out all the uncertainties for us, but it's going to bring out revelations as well. So, as I've said, connection with nature is very important. Get out into nature. If you've got a garden, go out, breathe in the air. Let nature help you move forwards. It's so important this month. It will give you the right version of yourself. If you're trying to find your path, if you know what your path is and you've been working on it and you're starting to get rewards in that area, then Jupiter will expand your universe. It will expand where you are. And these cards, the way they are, is just saying, let things come to you. Let it be the way it is meant to be. Because nothing passes you by that is yours. And I think you will have a lot more faith in yourself by the end of August, and a lot more faith in the universe. And as you're going on your journey, you're going to feel you're treading a path of worth now. You might not be feeling that brilliant at the moment, but you will take that sort of leap of faith into a love affair that comes along that you know instinctively is right. I think you're starting to trust the universe much more now, and fate. And of course, the sun is behind us all the way. In Western astrology, the sun's very important. In Vedic astrology, the moon is more important, and the stars. And the stars are so important in bringing us good and good omens. So we're being guided by the chariot. And of course, Saturn is retrograde, and it's bringing karmic lessons to people that have used us, treated us badly, and they may get into contact with us because they want forgiveness, or they want to be involved with us again. And that's going to be a very important decision for you to make. I don't know whether I'd let anyone in from the past, exactly, if you had a bad time with them, but if you didn't and they were in your past, likely they might have been the right person, and you just had to split to develop each other's journeys to come together. So you have to decide. But if there was a lot of hardship, upset, total distraughtness, I wouldn't let them in, because I honestly do feel that's telling me you could have some trust issues again. But Venus retrograde is going to be giving you lots of calls from people in the past. I've already had 2. So anybody that's got a lot of baggage that you couldn't trust, be aware of, please. Old problems are still there, but Venus will help you see those. And if they have been mended, Venus will also help you search that truth. Okay? It might have been that your relationship was based on great sex. If that was only the thing that kept you together, it's only the thing that will bring you some happiness for a little while. So be very aware of who you let see your soul, because it's not only about the body, is it? It's about the soul. And I'm at this point in my life now where I would only want someone who linked with my soul to have me sexually now. I really would feel that other than that, it wouldn't be satisfactory. So the 6 of Pentacles is telling us about us being very aware that the future we want is waiting for us if we take the right steps. Okay? And the 7 of Cups is saying the same thing. The 10 of Cups is saying work at your thoughts, work with your instincts to get the perfection of the 10 of Cups. And of course, the Ace of Pentacles is saying Jupiter's in your 6th house, and Saturn's bringing in all the stuff that you need to go through meticulously in your head. But let's do one thing at a time so we get that ace and we increase our wallet value and give ourselves a better life. But don't forget the need for nature in all of this. And these 2 cards are telling me how important nature is to you on your journey, Sagittarius. We are what we eat. We are what we think. Let inner peace enter your life. You will be radiant. Look at what you stress you give yourself. Try eliminate that stress. Try have a calmer, more flowing, energetic existence. And by going out into the open air, by reading the correct things, by watching the correct things in these first 2 weeks of August, you're going to level your energy and give yourself the balance you need to be able to think properly and to be confident enough to move into the second part of August, which is going to have a lot to do about your presence in this world and how you are going to hold yourself, carry yourself forwards. So We are what we are. We are what we do to ourselves, what we give ourselves in terms of stress, what we give ourselves in terms of food, what we give ourselves in terms of nature, what we give ourselves in terms of beauty, really, what we look at. We've been given eyes for a reason. And so what is good will find us. And I think if you develop a more balanced approach in these 2 weeks that are coming, and you let the chariot bring things to you, then you will have a much better safety net for the future. You will be going through to the future with a much calmer sense in the second 2 weeks of August. But honestly, if anyone's been through crap shit the last 2 weeks, join forces with me, because honestly, it hasn't been great. And yesterday was horrendous. I did really rash, silly things, which I wouldn't normally do. And today, I just had to sleep through a lot of it. I did a reading this morning and I had to do some other stuff. And then I had to sleep. This full moon has just made me really tired. Thank goodness it's my day off from work. Tomorrow I'm working full time, so I need to get going with that. But just remember, this month is packed with astrological activity that's going to really affect the way you are. Okay, let's take a few cards for you, Sagittarius. Let's take a few Humanairy cards. Okay, let's see what the moon has to say. Seems as we are in this full moon, and it's once in a blue moon vibration. Can we have some cards for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth? Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth. Thank you. Okay, she just wants to give us one, and that is look at the bigger picture. Okay, so you just do have to look at the bigger picture, Sagittarius. Look at what's happening in your life. Are you the grown-up? Are you the child? Do you want to be the grown-up? Do we want the other person to be the child? Whoever that person is, friend, lover, family member. Look at the bigger picture. Are you on the right road work-wise? The end of a tough cycle approaches, which is what we wanted so much. And now we're going to take these cards. I think the toughness is going. By the end of August, things are going to get a lot better for us, Saggies. Really, we've had, oh, what a journey. Oh, you would only know it if you was a Saggy. But do look at your other placements, and do listen to my readings for your other placements. I'll pick that up in a moment. Can we have some cards for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth? Plans that need revising, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So we are at that point in our lives these 2 weeks where we're assessing what's going on and who we can trust and who we can't trust. I've got 2 cards on the floor. I'm going to pick those up. Now, yesterday we didn't have an air sign, an air card. How weird. The first card I pulled is an air card. So we're obviously breathing better today. Maybe we have been in nature. Maybe we are reading the right stuff. Here we've got a fire sign card, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. I think you will see that in August and September particularly. A lot's going to change. And justice, which is what I expected in one of our decks, that karma is really working on people that have hurt you, and you're going to get forgiveness requests. You're going to get people coming back in. You're going to get revelations, whether you have anything to do with them or not. The magician, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. If you haven't done your list yet, your manifestation list, do it, and make your wishes today. For this month of August, where we have 2 full moons. There's fire sign again, so I've got air, fire. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. I think things will change in abundance, because abundance is coming your way, and the dreamer, which is the Fool card. A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So be expecting these things. And I think when that lover comes forwards, you are going to, let me move these up here because I want to see the balance with air and water. And it's got 2 fire. Let's see what's on the ground for you. We've got a water. And we've got an earth. So we've got a bit of everything. So that's great. Air, fire, earth, and water. Okay. I'm sitting on a wrought iron chair. It's quite new, and it's clipping my trousers, if you can hear that noise. A new person enters your life. A relationship brings a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So wow to that. And woo. And here we've got fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. That will be happening to a lot of Sagittarians still, but be especially with this full moon, you're going to really feel that uncertainty financially, but hold the faith. Keep calm. Things are going to change abundance wise, most definitely. Let me take my little faithful mini tarot. Never lets us down. Okay, Sarah Elizabeth, can we have some important cards for Sagittarius, please? Cards for Saggy, please. Ace of Pentacles, a new business opportunity. Things are changing. Don't worry. Your purse will not be empty forever. Or I'm not saying it's totally empty, but for some it will be. It's changing. Abundance is on its way, and you deserve it. You are talented, you are gifted, and it's going to happen. Can I have some cards for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth? Okay. Drop me some cards, please, for Sagittarius. Oops, okay. You have feared loss for so long, but you're releasing the past and you're giving up control. You're just accepting things as they are. You're going with the flow now. You know things will improve, and that really you haven't got that control. No one has. You can fight and fight and fight, but the universe is in control. And once we start to accept that, we start to have a happier life, because we know the universe has got our back. It's kind and loving, and it loves us, and it won't leave us sad. But we have to go with the karmic flow. We have to learn the lessons. We've paid our karmic debts, thank goodness, Sagittarians, and we are divinely protected. So stay with the faith. Stay in that zone of happiness in knowing that good things are coming. And Judgment, if you've got a court case, then you are going to win. And it's asking, were you different in the past to now? Are your core values and beliefs different? If you know what choices have affected those changes, then that's very important to consider those carefully now. You can't change the past. What's done is done. It's now time to move forwards in the best and purest way, and rewards are coming because karma's got your back. The Lord of Karma, Saturn, wants the best for you, and Jupiter's your planet and it wants expansion for you. And Judgment, you've passed the Judgment test. You are going to get reward after reward after reward. Can we have a few more cards for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth? Thank you. Queen of Cups energy here. You're becoming much more sensitive and caring. There might be a Queen of Cups that is going to be a really good friend to you or help you with your business, but you are developing a slightly, you know, you're beautiful as you are, Sagittarius women, but you are developing a more sensitive approach in this new world, and I like that, more caring. We've talked about the responsibility, that's different. You've taken on responsibility, but now you are going to be seeing your approach to it all is going to be different. Temperance has taken its part in your development, moderation and compromise, and you're fed up of the people that challenge you and conflict you, and you're going to let them go, that's for sure. And the Emperor, you are the King of Pentacles and you are the Emperor. You are the Controller General. You really are. And, you know, as I said, you can't control things, but people feel you're in control and they feel a safety net with you. You're the umbrella of wisdom. You're the one that holds it together. I don't think you're going to give up that role. I don't think you want to be the mother or father of everyone in your life. But, you know, when it comes to love, you're taking that leap of faith and your skills are going to be rewarded in your job. And you're going to have a very important shared relationship where it's going to be equal. And the other person's going to come charging in like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands, really wanting you, whether you're a male or female, because they want the 10 of Cups with you. They want, they're at that stage now where you're part of their wishes, and you know it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. We've got the Chariot twice. We've got the Chariot twice, which is amazing. Just hold on in there, sit in your chariot, or let the chariot take you to where you're meant to go, or let the chariot come to you with blessings. I'm going to keep these readings short and sweet so that I can do more for you, Saggies. Let's see how the mood is shifting in the next few days. Yeah, someone's going to come forwards and they're not going to be poor. And you're not going to be poor. And the Sun card is there saying, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, the sun is shining on you. These months of sun, even though we're not getting good weather in the UK, these months of sun are your months for development. I'm going to say goodnight to you now, and I'm going to wish you a very happy second night of the full moon, and hopefully it's going to be a more restful one than yesterday. Sending you so much love, Sagittarius. You're my favourites. I love you. Good night.